me on my channel Pursue Happiness. It's the only emotion to choose when creating health, wealth, and wisdom. Stay tuned for our next episode on Pursue Wisdom. Hello, everyone. It's Finn. I want to talk to you about yesterday's discovery. In my last video, I had to take a good look at myself. I'm the type of person that learns from contrasts. When I discover what I don't like, then I know what I do like. I love change. Recovery from narcissistic abuse is all about change. I had to come to a point where I said, I'm willing to lose it all. And yesterday was a big discovery. When you go into recovery, the term is called no contact. This stage of recovery is the first steps of becoming who you really are. And if you want to become who you are, you must change what you presently are. That process takes time because you see things and you realize things that you don't like. There are behavioral consequences of how you allowed yourself to live life with the narcissist, and these behaviors became traits that you adopted. But you don't have to get stuck with consequences from your past. Yes, when you quiet down your mind, you're asking a lot from yourself. It's very healing to remove all distractions, but it's self-sacrificing. Yes, it's a personal sacrifice to shut off the TV, the computer, your music, and close the books. By making this sacrifice, you're telling yourself, okay, you have all my attention. This method I learned all day yesterday. My distraction had been food intake, and I had stopped it. The biggest clue of healing from our inner child wounds is by contrast. Our three inner child wounds are abandonment, rejection, and violation. No one likes these actions against us, and we don't like having to feel the consequence of experiencing these actions. When you're in recovery from narcissistic abuse, your aim is to never abandon yourself, reject, or violate yourself. Very simple things can make you realize that you are neglecting self-love. These small things will then make you realize greater things about yourself that need change. It's mindful momentum. If you're in the receptive mode to be grateful and appreciative, appreciate these very quick sparks of insight, then you will realize by contrast which actions to take for becoming that greater version of yourself. It's going to sound very silly, but sometimes the smallest things can make you realize the truth. These clues come from your neglect of self-love. It rests on the character trait of responsibility. I didn't clean my house for a week, and I didn't wash my dishes for 2 days. Well, then I had to come back and look at it. I then realized something had happened. Something had triggered me to neglect myself. I found an unconscious trigger on my behaviors, and I know what it was. It was a nervous stress from needing to go to a very large international convention. This convention attendance will be about 15,000 people from around the world. And although I've attended these conventions in the past, I have never experienced any trouble, and they have always run smoothly. This time is different because I am in a fragile place. I am in a place of self-realization. I am in a place where I don't have a natural inclination to be around even the smallest groups of people, much less 15,000 or more. I was getting nervous. But feeling nervous makes me eat. Not today, though, and not anymore. This trigger needs to be dealt with. When I take my mind away from what's happening right now in the present moment, and I remove my feelings from the present moment and put them into speculations about the future, I generate emotions that come from imagination. They're not real. They're about the future, and the future is not right now. I was distracting myself with these thoughts and wasting my time and causing myself to feel physically uncomfortable. By this contrast, by using my body as the physical measurement of what I know feels good and what I know feels bad, then I became very alert to wake up into becoming conscious to realize that I know what I want. I know what I want. I want what makes me happy. I want to generate the vibration of happiness for as long as possible because that place is the most fertile ground for personal growth. And it's the same for all of us. The opposite is also true. In sadness, we don't learn well at all. In sadness, we learn by contrast, but it's more difficult because we must be appreciative of the pain suffered in order to grasp and learn the real lesson. It requires conscious acuity and mental skill. What makes me happy comes from not abandoning myself. That means keeping the dishes washed, keeping the house spotless. Self-responsibility makes me feel genuinely beautiful. Happiness is the proof, or the fruit, from self-love. I am being responsible to myself for creating how I feel. This requires action. However, washing the dishes and cleaning the house is easy. But when you're in recovery from narcissistic abuse, you must ask bigger things from yourself. You must demand more from yourself. Recovery doesn't have to be fast or slow. It must be done at your own pace. It's life situations that give rise to greater learning by keeping your feelings in the present. Right now, clues in your personal recovery come from contrast. Recovery is all about personal growth, and there are great lessons to be learned through contrast. I am worthy. I am deserving. I must acknowledge that I am worth my efforts to create this new me. If you are living with a narcissist, know that life is about decisions. If you want to live a life that is worthy to be lived, it will require decisions that will change your life. You will need to have the thoughts that will take you to the actions that will align you with everything you are meant to become. When you bring your consciousness to the moment of right now, then you will not be valuing the experience of your past and dredging up the old feelings. Those experiences will not define you anymore. When you bring yourself to the present, you will be conscious and with great clarity to understand this is where you start. Today is the day. This is the moment that you take the action to become who you truly are. It all turns around for you in one moment. One instant moment, and your life belongs to you. Learn from everything you've experienced in life, so you'll have no regrets. If you choose to regret anything, write it down, because it will be the literal anchor that will hold you right there and stuck for the rest of your life. It will be on your mind all the time. Regrets will become your distractions. They will become your obstacles to move forward. Think about it like washing the dishes and cleaning the house. Yes, you have to let go of the dirty dishes, and now you get a clean kitchen. You have to let go of the dirt and grime from your house, and now you have a new clean environment. You let go of the past experiences of your life, and now you have new experiences that you can make right now. The decisions that you make right now are your beginning plans that can be fulfilled by the actions into the life journey that you want to experience to discover who you really are. It's up to you. It's truly in your control. When you quiet your mind and quiet your environment, all that is left is you. You now have all of your attention. You have your whole response ability to be kind to yourself, to encourage yourself, to create yourself in beautiful ways, to restructure yourself to become however you want to be. It only takes the first thought. It only takes one thought, one intention to turn your whole life around. From that one thought, more thoughts will generate. Soon after, actions will be produced, and then results will be seen. When I took a good look at myself yesterday, I saw what I am today by my own actions. Some of it was good, some of it was needing change. When I decided to change my physical body and took actions the following day to stay aligned with that thought, I had a very successful day with my food intake. I got very tired and I slept all day. It could have been a healing crisis, but I was completely successful with my food intake. Now, that is my first stepping stone of success to take me to the next day. And by continuing my actions to support my thought of controlling my food intake and changing my physical body, then I will reach the third day and the fourth day, and then it will become a habit, and then it will become a joyful lifestyle. All types of recovery can be successful when we take it day by day. One day at a time can guarantee success because you are living in the present moment. It is only the present that we are in control of. The past is dead and the future has not yet happened. There is no future because when tomorrow comes, it becomes today. We are living in the present moment. Stay in the present. When we are born, we don't know anything. There's only room to grow. When we wake up each day, we can choose a childlike state of learning, being curious about experience in life, feeling safe, feeling loved, and being nurtured. We can feel so thrilled by all the emotions of learning and feeling so alive. Life was meant to be beautiful. As adults, We have a responsibility to ourselves to never abandon ourself, reject ourself, or violate ourself. When we live by these standards, we won't allow anyone else to abandon us, reject us, or violate us. It's just a small formula for success, beginning steps for living a lifestyle of being genuinely beautiful. Until next time, pursue wisdom, pursue happiness,